In this part of the notebook, we work through building a few basic models by selecting increasingly more features from our training dataset. So here we have the video that I'm now recording. I'm going to, throughout this notebook, build a number of different models, and to keep track of them, I'm going to keep them in a dictionary of models. So I'll initialize my dictionary without any entries in it. Then in this block of code here, I'm going to construct a sequence of models, first starting with a model that only uses the cylinders column, and then a model that uses the cylinders and displacement column, and then a model that uses cylinders, displacement, horsepower, and so on until I've used all of the quantitative features. Again, in lecture 18, we built a few of these models. Here I'm going to build all 5 of these possible models. So I define the set of quantitative features. Just actually as a quick reminder, if we look at our training data, so we have cylinders, displacement, horsepower, weight, acceleration, and model year. These are all viable numerical features, quantitative features that could be used to predict miles per gallon. So we'll start with a model that just uses cylinder and then build up to a model that uses model year. We'll do this all in this one for loop. So in this for loop, we build a model by looping over each of the number of features. So we start actually with the model with I equals 0. So that's just using the first feature. And we'll define features as the features we're going to use in that particular model. And this will be the features from the beginning of the list to I plus 1. So the very first feature will be included. We will also construct the name of that model by concatenating the first letter in each of these columns. So we come up with a shorthand for how we're going to name each of these models. And then as in lecture 18, we're going to use the scikit-learn pipelines package, where we take the first stage in our pipeline, selects the columns we're going to use, and we're going to keep the name of that feature operator. We're going to keep the features in our feature list. And we do that by using the pass-through operator. We'll also use the simple imputation imputer. This is going to construct the mean for features that have missing values. So we're going to replace the missing value with the mean of that feature. And then we'll use the ordinary least squares linear regression model that we've used in previous lectures as our final model. So this defines our feature pipeline, or our model pipeline. They will then fit that model. So we'll fit that model passing in the training data and using the y value as the miles per gallon, the thing we're trying to predict. And then we'll save that model to our dictionary of models under the name that we've described. So I run this, I can look at the models I've now constructed, and I've trained each of these models, a model that just uses the cylinders, a model that uses cylinders and displacements, cylinders, displacement, horsepower, and so on, until we've combined all the features. So that is our set of models, and that is actually the end of this video. In the next video, we'll actually walk through comparing each of these models using cross-validation. Just as before, please look at lecture 18, because each of these steps is described in a bit more detail in lecture 18.